Hello, everybody. We're back with the third game on our list. I'm going to literally step back for a little bit because I'm not an expert in this game. Once again, I picked my answer didn't win. I picked Legends of the Dragon for the best RPG, and it wasn't going to win. But Xenogears won, so I'm going to let two experts go at it, and I'm just going to step back, which will be Mist and Cress, and let them go at it.
Are you ready?
Go ahead.
Dude, Xenogears is so fucking good.
And it's better than Final Fantasy VII.
It's better than Final Fantasy VIII.
Hey, come at us. We ain't afraid. Come at us.
Yeah, no, from the second this game starts, it hits you with the heavy shit. The I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. You're plunged into this beautifully rendered, like, anime meets CG cutscene of a spaceship being overtaken by a bioweapon. The fucking captain blows himself up with the ship. You end up naked chick with blue hair on the beach watching the wreckage fall down. It's beautiful. It is haunting. It has you going, what the fuck?
And
right off the bat.
Gotta keep going.
You just got to keep going. It hits you with some exposition, which some people might not like, but after all that, you're like, no, tell me everything I need to know. Because
it's even what you do get in the beginning, it's still like, I don't know what's going on. I still need to know.
They hit you with all this stuff about Shevat, Gebler, Abel. You meet Faye in a dream sequence where he's piloting the Veltal and just wrecking shit. You get this whole like amnesia plot with him where he's like this emotionally stunted like kung fu master.
Well, his name is Faye, so stereotypes and all.
Yeah, Fei Fong Wong.
Yeah, there's no racism there.
Son of Kan Wong. And you get this like whole like Freudian backstory to him as it goes with id and ego and the coward and Faye and id and Faye and coward and ego and all this awesome shit. The game is basically, let's take all of Kabbalah and turn it into an RPG.
Mm-hmm.
You get memorable characters like Bart and fucking Ellie, Saitan, Emeralda, who I will say underutilized, because really when you think about Emeralda, she is outside of Faye and Ellie, who are reincarnations. Emeralda is the only other character who has witnessed those incarnations.
Yes.
And it's like the one of the few negatives you could say about that game, and why it isn't like number one, is that there are a couple of wasted opportunities. But the game makes up for it by having all of these characters be extremely likable. Even characters that you don't remember off the top of your head, like, no one thinks of Billy. But then when you think of Billy, you're like, fuck yeah, Billy.
Yeah, I can't say I hated any character. Even in battle form, I'm kind of like, I want to use everybody.
They all had their unique, each character has kind of their own unique fighting style that you can use with the combo system, where you get the triangle for the light attack, square for medium attack, X for heavy attack. Then you can hit them with fucking death blows, and everyone has a badass animation.
Oh yes, that's actually what made it fun. It's really kind of like playing an overblown anime.
It really is. This game is anime as fuck. Even down to the PG sex scenes. Yes, which there are a few. But the thing is, it's like you get so invested in the core four characters that when Faye and Ellie finally hook up, it's like, yes! It's like a moment of celebration, because you know it's going to happen. but it's like you've been watching a whole ass series up until that point, like the will they, won't they, and the only thing I gotta say,
it's not obnoxious either. It's not an obnoxious will they, won't they. It's kind of like, come on, I want this to happen, but I'm okay with it being stretched out.
Of course, yeah, no, it's one of those things that's like, yeah, you know it's gonna happen from the second they meet, but it's so satisfying when it finally does.
It's kind of like, okay, we have to compare this to like Final Fantasy VII because it's close, okay? I have nothing against Final Fantasy VII. Tifa's one of my favorite characters of all time. But I didn't care if she got together with Cloud. I could have cared less. In fact, I never thought they had chemistry. Come at me for that one. I never thought they had chemistry. Outside of being like brother and sister.
Yeah, they kind of had that thing. I mean, well, you know, maybe. I mean, Nibelheim could be like Gaia's Alabama. So, really think about if you want to talk Final Fantasy VII. Nibelheim's kind of like a backwoods mountain town.
Yes.
You can't say that no one has like an Uncle Daddy there.
But I mean, like, because again, we're gonna compare. Like, I guess you could say this is apples to apples because they're both popular in their own ways.
Yes, I think Final Fantasy VII had more of a mass appeal, where Xenogears has, I think it had the potential for more mass appeal. It was just overshadowed.
Unfortunately, by Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I mean, Xenogears takes a little bit more of a heady approach. I don't want to say it's a more complicated story, but it takes a much more philosophical approach than your traditional fantasy story.
Let's be honest, with Final Fantasy, y'all are beating that into the ground. I'd even play Final Fantasy, 16, and could literally guess what was going to happen.
Oh, yeah, no, Xenogears leaves you wondering every step of the way. Yeah, fucking Miang, that character was awesome. Blue-haired badass chick, and then fucking, oh shit, what's his name? The dude with the sword who's like banging her throughout the game.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. He's pretty much a throwaway villain, but then he just outright fucking kills her because he realizes that she's totally evil, and then her consciousness takes over Ellie, and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, they do a very good job at kind of pimp slapping you. It's like, what? What?
The game succeeds in bitch slapping you every chance it gets, but the thing is, it's like the perfect like BDSM like total dommy mommy thing where it slaps you around and then you thank it for doing that.
Yes, you actually do get on your knees and you say, "Please give me more."
Yeah, you get on your knees and you keep eye contact. Yeah, it fucking Xenogears. All of the gears are badass looking.
Think Gundam Wing. It's very Gundam Wing.
Yeah, it's totally Gundam Wing. And again, like the whole philosophical and psychological elements in it were like, all of these characters are a little fucked up.
They really were. I'm glad I'm not the one who thought that, because I'm like, that's kind of screwed up.
It's like, oh, okay. We got fucking, even the least fucked up character is still fucked up, and that's Maria, who's like an 11-year-old girl piloting the biggest damn gear in the game, it turns out her dad's brain is powering the gear. Like, it's very Evangelion with that. But yeah, it's like why no one else can pilot her gears because her dad's brain is wired into it or something.
But that also speaks to its attention to detail, because there's many, including Final Fantasy, many details in RPGs where it's like, I guess we're just rolling with this. I have a lot of questions, but I guess we're rolling with this. Whereas with Xenogears, they pay attention to the littlest detail where it's like, that actually makes sense.
Oh, yeah. No, it's such a well thought out game, and it is a crying shame that the developer did not get a chance to continue that story. Because you beat the game, and then it hits you with the biggest nut tap when it says the end, Xenogears Episode 5.
Right, I got confused because I played it a little later, so at this point, Xenosaga was out, and I'm thinking, oh, that's the continuation. Not really. It's supposed to be the spiritual successor, which is equally as good. Like, it's actually a really good series.
Yeah, no, it's totally good. Oh, god damn it! I'm getting a call. Xenogears is so goddamn good.
Are you having a malfunction?
Well, I was getting a call from my wife.
No, it's okay. Well, I need to go ahead and end this one because y'all probably gonna talk about this for an hour.
Yo, remember when?
I did it, sis. I'm just saying, just turn into an hour video.
Yo, remember when Bart had to do the retinal scan and his cousin wasn't there? Then it turns out his fucking first mate is his half brother the whole time.
I love Bart. Like, Bart, at first I was like, I'm not really feeling him because I didn't really like his I almost said Gundam. His
gear.
His gear, yeah. I almost didn't like him, but then I started using him more and more just because I have this thing about, trying to balance out my party, and I really loved his character.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's like he starts off as kind of like, he's like this like sand pirate dude who they reveal pretty early that he is the heir to the throne, but he's kind of like doing like an Aladdin kind of thing or a Robin Hood kind of thing. Right. And then like the story forces him to assume the mantle of Prince, and like they organically transition his character into someone who's like truly responsible for his people.
And I think that's why I liked him, because I love character growth and it didn't feel ham-fisted. It actually felt genuine.
Yeah, no, all the characters grow organically in that.
Yes.
Except for Choo Choo, who is actually a useless character.
Alright, well, that's why, here's the reason, people. Xenogears, this is tough for y'all too. It wasn't tough for me, but it was tough for y'all too to literally put this at 3. Y'all will argue that this should be 1, but you literally sacrificed this as a sacrificial lamb.
We did.
Yeah.
Yo, Mist, remember when Saitan gets his sword back out?
Yes, I do.
and he and his wife have to have like this long talk about like the weight of taking a life and shit. God, this game is so fucking good.
Like, I want to play it some more.
God. Get me to 100 subs on DTH Games and I'll play it.
All right.
Really?
So, you heard that, people. But with that said, people, it was hard for them. It wasn't hard for me, but it's number 3 on the list, but it's number 1 in their heart.
It's better than Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I would go so far as to say Xenogears is my favorite RPG of all time.
Okay.
It's in my top 3. There's one that came out recently that kind of beat it, and Dragon Age. I do love Dragon Age, but that's because I love the humor in Dragon Age.
Right. Well, that's it for this one, people. Well, this is number 3. What's number 2? We'll come back tomorrow and find out, people.
Poop is number 2. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful holiday. Blessed Yule and whatever weird merry lewd holiday you do.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. All right.
Happy Hanukkah.
Bye.
Happy Hanukkah and joyous Kwanzaa.
All right, bye. Bye. Bye.